I got me one. Didn't really bite it very hard, but so pretty down there. Something about throwing a deep diving crankbait that's fun. A 3.5 XD, the brand new Tatula Elite 8-foot cranking rod. I actually have this on a new Steez reel. This is a brand new Steez TW T-wing system. This is the heavy duty one. This is a brand new one. This is gonna be kind of for the everyday use. It's just a little bit bigger, just heavier duty, and worked out. Nice. First one of the morning. This is a prime spot to get them fired up. Wind's blowing right across this point. I know there's fish here. We saw quite a few of them yesterday right here. One thing about a deep diving crankbait rod like this that is very beneficial is the length on this rod itself. Having an 8-foot length like that allows you to cast farther. The farther you can cast, the deeper that bait's gonna go. So you really wanna get a good cast out there. It's one thing that this 8-footer helps you with is getting a long cast, but also getting that bait down there, you know? You kneel and reel with an 8-footer, and you're gonna add a couple more feet to your depth there. I got one on the plug. Look at that. Long line. Got my big crankbait rod. Brand new Fuego reel. An 8-foot cranking rod. Look at that. That's a nice one too. Look at that, cranking big ones out there deep. How awesome is that? I like that 3.5. Oh, that's exciting right there. Catch a big one out deep. I got a brand new Tatula Elite 8-foot cranking rod. It's a glass rod designed for throwing deep diving crankbaits like this. Man, he was hooked good too. He wanted that. That's almost a 4-pounder right there. 8-foot glass rod. Brand new Fuego reel, Daiwa Fuego. Thing is just awesome looking, a matte black. The coolest thing about that is it's a $99 reel. Look at that big one. Crankbait, how awesome is that? There's one. I got you. On the old crank plug. He's not very big. .5. That's a good crankbait, man. They bite that thing. When I throw a deep diving crankbait, I really like a longer rod. I like a glass rod on top of that. This is a brand new one that I helped design. It's called the Tatula Elite series. It's an 8-foot, medium heavy, regular bend, and it's a glass rod. This is an awesome rod for making long casts. It has a big long handle. You can cast the bait really far with having it 8 feet long and having the handle back here. Having that longer handle, you can really cast it. Also, the longer handle is a good point to give you a pivot point on your body. You can rest the butt against your ribs while you're winding that just for leverage. So long handle, 8 feet for a long cast. Medium heavy, has a good soft tip, good parabolic bend to it. So when you hook one, you fight it. You know, you hook them on a treble hook, a lot of times they tend to tear out. So you want that softer, action to it, that softer tip on it for fighting the fish so they don't tear out. Normally I throw anywhere from 10 to 12 pound test Sunline FC Sniper. Right now I have 10 pound on here. The 10 pound gets that bait a lot deeper. Now that's the whole key, is getting this bait down in the strike zone longer, keeping it there and getting deeper. So 10-pound test, Sunline FC Sniper Fluorocarbon helps you get there. I'm throwing this on a new Fuego reel by Daiwa. This is actually built off the compact Tatula. One major difference is it does not have the T-wing system in there, but it has the aluminum frame, has the bigger gear in it as well, has a 90mm handle, all for only $99. It's an unbelievable reel. Plus it's matte black, which I think is awesome. So looks great, feels great, casts a long ways, is great for cranking a big deep plug like this. This is the Lucky Craft 3.5 XD. Now, not too many people throw this. This is my, by far, favorite deep diving crankbait. It runs on a good solid cast. You can hit and run and grind in about 18 feet of water. So it gets down really fast and stays down deeper. Now the thing I like, this lip design, it almost acts as a square bill. We have these 2 points on either side right here. What that does is when it's diving down there and it's rooting around on the bottom, when it hits something, it kicks. Because of this extra little corner, it will kick off, and that's what gives that real erratic action. Is when it's rooting down there on the bottom and it hits something, it turns and it hits that little corner and it darts. That's what generates the strikes, is that darting action. Anytime you get that bait to kind of hunt and move from side to side, that's what gets the bite on a deep diving crankbait. So Lucky Craft 3.5 XD, this is in pearl thread fin. I always change out the hooks. This happens to be the Gamakatsu EWG treble in a 1/0. So I upsize the hooks, the 1/0. The thing about that hook, when you hook them, you land them. That EWG style hook really catches, grabs those fish, latches on. It's almost like the talons on a hawk, man. When they dive down and grab something, it just holds on. So EWG hook, best all-around setup for deep diving crankbait right there. And as always, this stuff is available right now on tacklewarehouse.com. And don't forget, like, tag a friend, and share for a chance at this week's gear giveaway presented by Daiwa. That was the first fish on the 50th anniversary rod. So I can run braid directly to the spool and not have that braid slip on the spool itself. And I caught that one with the new Zillion SV spool. It's compact. This is a Zillion rod. It's a cranking